The challenge, however, is that as we look at certain passages, what we find is that, number one, we find usages of personal pronouns. Yeshua himself describes the Holy Spirit using personal pronouns like him. And we can see this on my screen now in John 14:17. The Spirit of truth whom the world is not able to receive because it does not see him. And the Greek word is auta. We find that if we look up these particular Greek terms, sometimes they can be translated as it, and sometimes it can be translated using masculine. But often it's simply a feature of Greek grammar, because Greek has gender when it comes to grammar. So it's got a grammatical gender to it. Certain words are formed in masculine, some are formed in feminine, and some are neuter. We don't have this I don't think this is in English. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But it's in many other languages. Hebrew has it as well. Greek has it. I think Latin has it. And Spanish, I think, has it. French, I think, has it. But English doesn't. So when we read through our English Bibles, for us to read the word him, like we see in English here, we have to remind ourselves that grammatically, in the Greek, it could be either maybe a neuter, or it could be something else. Like, for instance, this is actually the accusative neuter, third person singular, this particular passage in John 14:17. So if your translation says it does not receive it, don't be put off too much. They're simply translating this Greek word auta as the neuter, because it is a neuter. But just like John, the same passage in the Jehovah's Witnesses, right here, it says the world cannot receive because it neither sees it nor knows it, right? And they're speaking of the Spirit. But when we come to other passages like John 15:26, Yeshua talks about the helper, the parakletos, which we are familiar with from sermons. Our pastor will say the paraclete. And this phrase parakletos is a nominative masculine singular Greek word. So the Greek grammar is in the masculine. So that when Yeshua talks about him, the ekenos down here, the personal pronoun or the demonstrative pronoun, the English translators are right to use the word he because it's the nominative masculine singular. And we can see this by the case ending there at the very end, the os, ekenos, which means, grammatically speaking, it's accurate to use the masculine. He will bear witness concerning me. Even the Jehovah's Witnesses, John 15:26, when I pull up their version of the Bible, it says, when the helper comes that I will send you from the Father, the Spirit of truth, which comes from the Father, that one will bear witness about me. They don't say it, but they say that one. In this case, they recognize that ekenos is a masculine gender, which is also masculine, but because it's a demonstrative pronoun and not a personal pronoun or a possessive pronoun like his or her, he and she, personal pronoun, his or hers, possessive pronoun, and then demonstrative is this or that. Because it's a demonstrative pronoun, then they opt for that.